Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the next video of this Odoo project management series, we will discuss the topic of project subtasks. Actually, subtasks are used to divide the main tasks into subportions and to assign that subportions to different employees. So on the one main task, we can divide into submodules or subportions, and each subportion can be assigned to a different person. So let's test it in our demo database. So if I go to the project menu and I create here a new project with the name of, let's see, project subtasks, and then create. Here are my stages. Again, a new let's say design, test, I click the create the first task. Let's say task 1, then task 2, and then if I move to the task 1, here I can see that in the timesheet we can plan that we have, let's say, 5 hours for this task. So here we can see 5 are and our remaining hours, and we have not used spent any hour yet on this task. If I go to this subtasks, here we can see we can create the new subtask. So if I click on create, here we can see that because these are the subtasks of task 1, and the parent task is task 1, so automatically the title of our new task will be task 1 and then global, and then we can give here the name of that task. Let's say you can see study, and then we can see design, then we can see that test, and then post test. I have divided this task into 4 subtasks, and here actually I had assigned these 4 tasks directly to me, but I had the option that if I want that then I can assign this first one, study, to Mr. Hamad, and then if I move to my next stage, then I can for project test I can assign this to Mr. Mazhar. So these 2 tasks and then assigned to different persons. For design, let's say I assign this to Mr. Sarfraz. So here we can see that now we had 4 different subtasks, and we had assigned these 4 subtasks into 4 different people. First of all, let's say I open the study, and I allocate the time, let's say 1 hour to this study, and then if I move to from study, then I move to, let's say, design, and for design I allocate 2 hours. Then our third one is the test, and to test again I allocate, let's say, 1 hour and 30 minutes, and for post test I assign 30 minutes. So now if I open my first task, then here I can see that I have planned 5 hours for this, and these 5 hours have been directly delegated to the subtasks 5 planned hours. If I move to my tasks window, here we can see that all the 6 tasks are there. This is task 1, then 2, and then these sub 4 tasks of task 1, study, design, test, and post test. Let's say if I open the study, and I fill the timesheet that Mr. Hamad Rashid have here I put the topic basic study, and he had spent, let's say, I can say 45 minutes on this. As you can see that our progress is now 75%. 75% study have been completed. And now if I move to the design phase, and in design here Mr. Subtasks, let's say, filled his timesheet that first design, and he spent 1 hour and 30 minutes, 75%. So now if I move to my in this task 1, here I can see that in this timesheet we have used our 2 hours and 15 minutes, and 2 hours and 45 minutes are remaining, so 45% time have been utilized for this one. Again, let's say if I go to my subtasks and I open this study 1 study, let's say Mr. Hamad have also utilized that 15 minutes for the study. So here we have to put Hamad. Hamad Rashid, then a new line, Hamad Rashid, let's say final study, and he used that 15 minutes. 100% time have been utilized. Now if I let's say move to this design, and here we have 30 minutes. So this was by Subtasks. Because I am from admin login, so automatically my name is filled here automatically, but when the user will be filling, then the name of that user will be there. So final, and here we see that he has utilized 20 minutes, 10 minutes are yet spare. So now his progress is 92%. Just I want to show here one more information on these tasks. Here we can see that for this task 10 minutes are there. Actually for every task, if the time spent is between 80 to 90, 80% to 100%, that's means 80% time have been utilized, then on this Kanban view the remaining time will appear here. Here we have utilized our full time 1 hour, but here we have utilized 1 hour and 50 minutes, and 10 minutes are there, and approximately the utilized time is approximately 90%. So because that is above 80%, so that information is here now. And if I open my task 1 timesheet, here we can see that 57% time have been utilized. We have utilized 2 hours and 50 minutes, and 2 hours and 10 minutes are there. So in the same way we can fill the timesheet for subtask 3 and subtask 4. And if I move in tree view, here in tree view you can also see the planned hour of planned time for that subtask, and the remaining hour for that task, and also the progress of that task, that how much progress is there. As you can see here that in study we have utilized all 100%, and in design we have utilized 92%, and 57% progress is for the task 1. So that is the way that for major task you can divide that task into subtasks, and you can assign different employees to different subtasks, and then each employee can fill his own time by going on his timesheet, and he can fill the activity that how much time he has utilized to complete that activity. In the next video, inshallah, we will discuss one more you can say a timesheet app, that is the dedicated app for filling the timesheet, and even from our mobile phones we can fill the timesheet. And If required, then system also gives us the option that we can record the time whenever we will start working on any task or subtask. Then we can start the timer in the system, and we have the option that we can pause and resume at any time, and when that task is completed, then we can stop that timer. Then the system will automatically put the timesheet entry into the system by taking the time from that timer, that how much time we have spent on that task. That will be discussed some another video. So up till now, if you have any feedback regarding these videos, then you are free, you can give me the feedback, and in the meantime, inshallah, I will prepare some data for the next video. Thank you.